Hey everyone, welcome to my channel again. So as you know that in this channel we discuss the works of the business analyst, especially in the IT industry project, because there are so many demand for business analysts to work in the IT project. You could work also in non-IT project, but the salary is higher in IT project if you work as a business analyst. Now, when you work as a business analyst, basically you work with the business partners or clients to understand what they want, which we call the requirements or business requirements. That also you work with the development team, and we call it, you translate the business requirements to the development team. Basically, we explain to the development team what the business wants. So once the development team builds the product according to the business requirement that you give them, now it's time for you to do the testing. Now you as a business analyst, sometimes you coordinate the testing and the deployment with business and the development team. If you have a dedicated UAT team in the project, then that's good. But in so many projects, or most of the projects, business analyst is supposed to be involved in the UAT as well. Now, if you happen to be a business analyst who needs to be involved in the UAT and also in the product deployment, so this is important for you to understand what steps you need to take, what you need to do before the product is ready or goes for deployment, and then what you need to do once the development team confirms that they have deployed the product. Because it's important to do verification, testing, validation, everything to make sure that a feature or a product was built successfully. So in this video, we're going to talk about what you need to do before the product is deployed to prod, or the feature is deployed to prod, and once it's deployed to prod, what verifications, documentation, what you need to do to make sure the product deployment was successful. So first, you need to understand the requirement. Let's say development team or the engineering team has come to you and telling you that, hey, we have built a product or according to the requirements you provided. Now it's time for you to do the UAT testing. So usually what we do in this case is we ask the development or the engineering team, hey, can you schedule a demo? Basically, can you schedule a call to show us and my business partner what you have built based on the requirements we provided? Or sometimes once they inform you that they have built the product, you can also schedule that call with the business partner and the engineering or development team to demonstrate what was built. So this call or the meeting that you're going to schedule, we call it a demo call. Now in this call, the development team and the engineering team, they're going to show you and the business what they have built. So you go to each point of the requirements and then you see what they're demonstrating, then you compare against each of those acceptance criteria definition down to make sure that they covered everything. So once, if you find that they covered everything, that's good. Then you're going to ask them, hey, send us the documentation. We're going to send you in a sign-off email, or if they give you the login to sign off on the platform, like we use Jira or Confluence, then you go there, you document their sign-off. But if you find that something was broken or was not built according to the requirements you provided as a business analyst, then you create a defect ticket. But if the development or engineering has built everything according to the requirements that you provided, then it's time for moving on to sign off. So let's say they built everything according to the requirements you provided. Now ask them the documentation. So once they give you the documentation, you go through it just to make sure all the points, all the expenses are covered. Then you coordinate with the business team or the client. You as a business analyst do not provide a sign off. You coordinate, you work between the business team or the client and the development team. So the sign off should be coming from the end user, in this case, which is the business or client. So you coordinate with them, you ask them, hey, did you like the demo? Did they cover everything that you expected? If so, let's provide them the sign off so that they can move forward with the product deployment. So then business or the client could tell you, yeah, move forward with it, you document those, but usually it's important to document a formal communication just to make sure that there is visibility, transparency in terms of the sign off of the UAT. So once the sign off is given, then the engineering or development team, they're going to take this sign off and they're going to plan the prod deployment of that feature. So they have some schedule of prod deployment. It could be tomorrow, it could be a week later, or it could be 2 weeks later, whatever. They have the schedule. So they're going to do the deployment. So once they completes the prod deployment of that particular feature, then you're going to ask them, hey, have you completed the prod deployment of this feature or the capability, whatever you have given? So if they confirm, now it's time for you to ask them the verification or validation documentation in the prod before you did in this stage. During the UAT, you did the validation or verification on this stage. Now we're talking about deployment in prod. Just because UAT passed doesn't mean it's going to be deployed to prod successfully. That's why it's important. Once it's deployed to prod, you do another set of verification. And the way you do it, you can ask them the prod deployment documentation and you go through it to make sure that they meet all the requirements that you provided. Then also, if it's related to data or any kind of thing, you can also access the prod site and you can verify all the acceptance criteria over there to make sure that the prod environment works successfully, everything deployed to prod successfully according to the requirements. So if you find anything that is not working in the prod, you talk to the development or engineering team, and you can also create a defect ticket so that they can work on it. Or sometimes you just talk to them, they might tell you there is no need to create a defect, we're going to fix it. It needs to be a collaborative approach between you and the development or engineering team. It's important to build a relationship, because if you want to work on a project, it's important that you build a relationship, not a personal relationship, but a working relationship. So if you listen to them, they'll listen to you. So they're gonna, let's say you found something not working in the prod, you talk to them. If they want you to create a ticket, you create a ticket based on the agreement, then they fix it, then you check again if everything is good, then you tell them that, hey, prod verification was successful. Then they're gonna close this feature, or they're gonna mark this feature as done. So after that, let's say after 2 weeks, you find something, or you have found something after 2 weeks of prod deployment that something is not working. You can create a post production ticket. So that means this something you have found something not working after it was deployed successful. Now it's a post prod ticket. So you're going to submit an incident ticket or whatever the procedure. Every company or project may be different process or guidelines to follow. Whatever the process is, you submit a ticket so that they can track and fix it. So this is very important, because if you don't do all this due diligence of verifying before prod deployment in the stage, and then verification after prod deployment in the prod with the prod data, if you don't verify all these things, it could create a big problem down the line, because if something doesn't work, then your leadership or the project management team, they may come to you and ask you, because since you're the business analyst, ask you and say, hey, who approved it? Do you have any documentation that somebody approved? Did you do enough due diligence? Did you do all those verifications in UAT and post-production deployment? And so it's important that you do all this due diligence and you keep documentation of this work, because as a business analyst, you are responsible for all this documentation. The documentation should be clear. It should be clear, to the point, who did what, everything. This is what the good business analyst does. Just because you're a business analyst doesn't mean that you don't do this. Your work doesn't end with documenting the requirements. You need to document the requirements clearly, document the sign-off clearly, do all these verifications in stage, in UAT, in prod, everything. So that's how you're going to contribute to the project team. You're going to contribute to the business team. You're going to contribute to the development team, and you can be a very good business analyst that people want to keep you in the project. So I hope this video was very helpful. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or need any support or help. I've been working in this industry for more than 10 years. So I have all the knowledge of how to work as a business analyst, how to find a job as a business analyst, how to create the resume and everything. So trust me, as a business analyst, you can make over 100K or 200 grand. It's not very difficult. It's very easy. You just need to get the first project, build a couple of years of experience, and you can easily make 120, 130, 150, or even 200 grand. So it's absolutely possible. You just need to understand how to work as a business analyst. So please reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.